Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that too. Video game, I'm on a video game. Video game, oh, what's the name? Video Game Armada.
Yeah. I forgot how great this game was.
No, it's a very good game. It's just that we got sidetracked with other projects, and Fragman was just demanding us to finish up the Arkham Knight game before we did anything else. And now it's done, so we can play anything we want.
Rocket Punch.
Rocket Punch. The only thing this game is missing is clashes. Like, they have clashes, but the clashes are generally considered throws.
Bye, Piccolo.
But,
Bye.
But, let's see here. Clashes are downgraded to throws, which is fine, but not as exciting. But they don't even have beam struggles. They need beam struggles, man. Why don't they have beam struggles? If one Kamehameha faces off with another Kamehameha, that's got to be a beam struggle by default. If not, it is I don't know. It is lacking. Yamcha. So the great Yamcha, ever magnanimous and detecting that Android 18 is good, lowered his guard to, allow her to win.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it too. Mm-hmm. What a gentleman.
He is quite the gentleman. He is always a champion for good, even if he's trying to be forced into evil. He will never succumb.
Actually, you talked me up to playing him again. Let's do it. So, oh, jeez, man.
Remember how this works is that you can't really clear the board. There's just going to keep spawning new opponents to fight. But there's a time limit, so don't keep fighting.
Alright, I know. But tell people what your opinion about Dragon Ball Super. As far are we?
I love it. So far, so good. I mean, we're late now. Disclosure: we're late to the class here, people. We're only up to, I guess, almost the tail end of the Goku Black saga. So no spoilers. But go ahead.
You know the identity of Fuse Zamasu and Goku Black now, though.
I mean, you know what? I've always had that suspicion, but having the chance to watch it in glorious TV to tell me my suspicions were true is also very great. And I don't understand. There was some people who didn't like this or don't like Super in general. I don't know why, because despite the fact that it's like a new Dragon Ball that is not Dragon Ball GT, it's like it's the prequels all over again, Star Wars prequels. But how many Dragon Ball things can we stand? That is the Saiyan Saga, the Frieza Saga, the Cell Saga, and the Buu Saga too, I suppose. But it's always going to be those same three over and over and over again. I must have variety. I must have newness. If you're going to bring back Dragon Ball, don't make it Dragon Ball Kai. Just don't make it pretty and put the same old story. Give me a new story. And that's why I like Super. It is a new story, and it gives me a better look at the Dragon Ball Z universe over here. Or rather, the Dragon Ball universe.
To be fair, Kai, aside from the Ginny Force Total Tentai song and HD resolution graphics, it really wasn't for us. It's for people to... It was a new gateway drug for the uninitiated without all the filler and padding.
Fair point. Fair point. Oh, did he get stronger, D?
Yeah, let's deal with that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Trunks hates robots, don't he?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see if he can change the future this time.
Oh, change the future.
Spoilers, he cannot. Even the clone Trunks, his fate is sealed.
Yeah. Things don't go Trunks' way in these situations, really.
No, they don't. As much as he likes to try. But, so yeah, long story short, I like Super. Can't wait to keep seeing these things. get to the finally fabled Universe Tournament arc, and end it off with a bang with Ultra Instinct. I know that's a thing. I know that Goku wins again because why the heck not? He does. All he does is win.
No matter what.
No matter what. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. It's good. Now, what do you think so far about Cannon Busters? We only got the one episode in, but what do you think?
Very interesting.
As a person who watched both Cowboy Bebop with me and Trigun without me, because I didn't care, how do you think it stacks up? Is it faithful to that sort of Wild West anime shenanigans style show?
It's a little brighter. We'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. A lot of people got shot and or deaded. I don't think that's too bright.
No. But we'll see how it goes. So let's see what route it takes. You got a robot, furry animal sidekick to them for the most part, a transformer car, and a Spike Spiegel XB with weird tattoos.
I'm still surprised to be fighting Vegeta all over again.
Who's also immortal to a certain point, I guess.
If these clones were at their original power level, I wouldn't be able to ease up around them. I shouldn't be surprised that you're not much of a talker. I remember when the real Vegeta and I went one-on-one against each other.
Really? He had a look of like dull, hunchback looking face.
Makes this totally not worth it.
She's talking about getting paid.
But that doesn't
Quite the
mean
mercenary, this 18. Speaking of which, it is time to date this, even though I'm pretty much going to put this up at the same, roughly around the same time. It's September, and there are a butt ton of games I can't wait to play. Looking forward to them. I just got Astral Chain, and it looked like it's another Platinum winner. Borderlands 3 is going to come out. That's going to be an absolute fun fest. There's this new game called Greedfall that sort of came out of nowhere, but it's the same people who made Technomancer, which I don't care what anyone says. That game had potential, and it was fun. I didn't finish it, but I always planned I was going to finish it. Now, thanks to Greedfall looks like their next great creation here, I think I'm going to play that instead and finish that game. And maybe come back to Technomancer if I feel like it, if I have enough time. Let's see what else. I got the paper.
Get a charge.
I already got free houses. That's excellent. If you like strategy games and anime and, just general goodness, go get it. God Eater 3. Oh, man. I did say I was going to do a bunch of reviews. Well, alright, I guess I'm going to have to be lazy because it's already too late. I'm trying to get all this stuff done, so let's count this as just filler. Wow, Backlash puts Vegeta to the sword over here. I'm going to tell you my reviews of each of these games. Quickie style, of course, because I ain't going to try to fill up a banter with something that is supposed to be a thing you're watching about a thing we're supposed to be talking about. But there should be. Let's see if there's a cutscene before we begin. Because I don't want to just be reviewing things and there's cutscenes. I'm not a monster.
Nope. I didn't think you were, but let's see. We got past this first part. Pretty easy, that.
Well, of course, it's just a generic clone Vegeta. Android 21, Chapter 3. Oh, they got it. It didn't let me finish.
Fight Krillin. Android 18 mission. Fight Krillin.
Fight Krillin. Fight Krillin. Sure.
You're a lot stronger than I thought.
Yes, I know.
Humble or cocky. Both work for me.
Let's do humble now and cocky later.
No, I've still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Well, now, you're surprised.
Look, her eyes go wide like that. Like what?
I honestly thought that you were going to do the be a jerk. See? This is how you get them. You start humble, but you work your way up to booster gold levels of chauvinism and what do you call it? Arrogance, I guess. Uh-oh. She looking hungry.
Yeah.
She looking at those things. So he wants to eat them so bad.
Hey.
That's my question.
Hey,
I can stop anytime I want.
I'm not a cannibal. I turned into the chocolate.
21.
Hurry, calm down.
Get out of my way.
Look at my long fingers.
Remember what the goal is.
I'm not touching my hand.
I know, that's so weird.
I'm not touching my chest.
Thank you.
My hands aren't touching either. But the animation still looks cool.
Picking up energy readings.
Yeah, this is so good. It looks just like the anime.
It really does, too.
Yeah.
I want
Very nice.
What happened just now?
Although, with the latest upgrade with my, TV over here, you can see how it's almost a little too saturated. Is that even a word? I don't know. I mean, look at these and look how everything looks with the shading. It looks like he's wearing clown makeup here, just a little bit, just a tiny bit, but only in just like flesh tone colors.
Yeah, 17's really being threatening.
Well, of course he's being threatening. He's 17. I mean, he did once try to destroy the Earth.
Yeah, I remember that.
He did destroy the Earth not like blow it up, but like wreck it in another timeline. So there you go. Anyway, you get with the punching. I'm gonna do my review, and honestly, I'm truly sorry, people. I had like a whole thing planned, but this is a good opportunity, so I'm gonna take it. Dragon Quest Builders 2. It's for people who like the concept of Minecraft, but don't have the patience to create things yourself. You want a story, you want something to do, and you want, pretty much some sort of life. This is where Dragon Quest Builder comes in. I played the original game, and I enjoyed it, and said, hey, this is the kind of Minecraft I always wanted. Minecraft with a purpose. And Dragon Quest Builders 2 is that times 100. Not only is there more things to do, more things to build, and awesome scenarios to test your skills as a builder. Literally, that is the hero class of this game. You are a builder. You build things, bring back humanity from the brink of destruction, yada yada. But there's actually a legit story, because guess what? Dragon Quest games, no matter what, may look like, well, basically, smaller, chibi versions of Dragon Ball, but never underestimate their storytelling prowess. They talk about some deep, dark stuff from time to time. So, yeah, I do remember the last one I played on the, not the color 3DS, but 3DS, yeah. On the 3DS, whew, they went there on certain parts. They went there. But Dragon Quest Builder 2 is similar, not quite as dark, but definitely full of challenge, full of fun and combat, and, the chance to express your more creative side. And it's not just Minecraft ugly blocks. It's more polished Square Enix color blocks. So, there you go. I give it a pass. It is almost perfect. The only downside to that thing is that it doesn't really reach a broad level of players. This is for people who like to be creative, who don't like Minecraft but wanted to try it but in a different form. This is this. Everyone else may not have the patience or want to play Minecraft mixed with Dragon Quest. So that's all I do. That's why I give it a platinum. That's why I gave it a pass. God Eater 3. I don't know this from manners, but it is, on the whole, it's pretty much a Monster Hunter World ripoff. If I could say that. I don't know if this game originally released first than Monster Hunter World, but I'm going to say that it does take a lot from Monster Hunter in general. There are big monsters called origamis or whatever. You got to beat them up for the sake of humanity. There's various weapons, and the characters that you work with, both, created characters from other players, or the in-story characters, are good enough to support you in your hunts. There is a story here, but, standard anime stuff, so, there's gonna be some sort of beast that turns out to be your dad, or you have to save the world from a giant malpustule infested beastie that was once the Earth, and you know there's a traitor to humanity, and it's you or your sister or something, something of that nature. So you know, it's not bad. I still enjoy it, and if you got a Switch and no other consoles, meaning that Monster Hunter World is not do have access to you at this time, then surely pick up God Eater 3. I mean, it's not quite as polished as the Monster Hunter World combat system, but it's still pretty close. And you get like some guns, and not no stupid bow guns and light bow guns. Bow guns and light bow guns annoy me. Not to say that the guns in God Eater 3 are all that good either, but at least they're more consistent, and they're actual guns. So there you go. Next up, story time. Cutscene time. Clone Cell. Yes.
This is that perfect form Cell kept talking about.
They never got to see it.
18. You think the real
Oh yeah,
Cell
that is
is
right. They had to die before they could see it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Actually, 18 survived, but she was
I
unconscious.
have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But she never saw it either, right?
Right.
Just thinking about the possibility of him absorbing me makes me sick to my stomach.
I feel the same way. Both Giro and whoever created this thing lack a real
Hey,
sense
stop
of
making fun of me.
whatever.
I may not be your Cell, but I am a Cell with feelings.
Chance
Get it?
to pay
Perfect
back
chance.
what he did to
Ha ha ha.
Bet it is. Just looking at his stupid face gets
My
me
face is not stupid. I was designed this way, guys.
really do.
It's funny because, at the very least, 18 should know Krillin's her boo. But 18 doesn't know that Jiro did create him. I think it's kind of funny, really.
Well, yeah, like you said, they never really saw the Cell outside of, you know, videos or whatever, so yeah. Anyway, where was I? Bam. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Quite the masterpiece. Like I said, it's a great game for people like strategy, anime, or both. But honestly, I sort of shortchanged it. Now that I have a little bit more time to talk about it, I think I will. From characters to combat to all the little things in between. You're looking up the moves, eh?
I'm going for that cell shattering kaboom!
The last resort,
Yeah.
or the Heck Flash maximum output.
No, not that one.
I get that. Well, anyway, for me, I just think that Fire Emblem Three Houses is almost the perfect game. It's just... the only thing that it's missing is a variety of weapons. I mean, they do have a good staple. They do have a nice staple of characters. I mean, not characters, goodness. Staple of weapons from Fire Emblem Legacy. But I came on board with the whole Fire Emblem business on Fates. And Fates had a plethora of weapons and weapon styles to choose from for your characters. In Three Houses, for all the good it is, when it comes to jobs and weapons, it's somewhat mediocre and lacking. I mean, it's almost like a fragment of what they did have in the past, which is sad, really. Certain characters I had to co-opt to different things just because there's no real way to expand them further on their own, sub-lists without, settling on the advanced classes. Not everyone can fit in a master class. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to try, but that's going to involve turning half your students into cavalry classes. I don't know about you, but that's like that's a big old pain. And not every character is going to be a great cavalry class. I mean, sure, you got your Griminers? Oh, that one class that could use both magics, but that's for the ladies. And War Master, that's for the dudes. But that involves punching and axe play. If you got someone who specializes in swords and bows, they are kind of screwed unless they become a cavalry class. And again, you may not want to do that for all your other characters. But other than that slight, despite that oversight of not having more classes to bring to Three Houses, I still say, see Maggie Fink, Platinum Pass of Perfection for that game. Oh, it makes me so happy to play that game all the time. I just got Astral Chain, so I... almost.
Yeah, no cell shattering or boom for me.
Yeah. You could do a cell-shattering kaboom on Clonian.
Oh, got him.
Is that enough, though?
Yeah.
Apparently!
I killed myself at least. Let's see if it...
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it worked!
Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy.
What a heroic sacrifice. You animal.
I know. How many people did you destroy, man?
Too many.
Too many.
Poor Claude Tien. That will be with Claude Chaozu.